getting back to how you personally can engage in these groups and influence and project more power and be more relaxed and have less pressure. You want to speak up and you want to contribute to the group. When you engage in a group situation, a lot of people think of speaking up as imposing or essentially taking value, right? Oh, the group has their own thing going on. I don't want to interrupt them. I don't want to impose on them. This is a giving versus taking issue. Okay, so you're not taking value. You want to reframe that in your mind. I'm giving value. There's something about this group that I can contribute, some kind of unique value that I have. So that goes back to observation. If I've observed the group and I've understood in a basic sense who are the leaders, who are the followers, what's the basic dynamics here, I can have a sense of what my unique contribution can be with this particular group, right? So if you can own that, that completely changes the game. That completely changes your mindset. You feel a lot more comfortable contributing and speaking up and actually saying something. In addition, you want to validate the group. If you know nothing else, if you don't understand what they're talking about, if it's kind of over your head or it's just not that interesting to you, go back to validation, okay, and show enthusiasm for the group. Give them praise, agree with them, right? When in doubt, agree as opposed to disagree. Well, I don't know about that. Well, I don't think so. Well, yeah. Nobody wants that kind of energy in a group, right? When in doubt, just agree, especially if you don't know what you're talking about, right? If you're kind of entering a group and you haven't established yourself as a leader or as a powerful person, then it's almost like you don't quite have the freedom or the luxury yet to disagree so directly with people. And recognize people, acknowledge and praise people for if they make a great point or if they've accomplished something or achieved something really great. Be open and free with that because it just adds more value and more positive energy, positive feeling to the group. Planting seeds means that you're planting the seeds of your ideas. So in the long run, if you're trying to influence this group to make certain decisions, just start out by introducing the idea, right? Start asking a couple open-ended questions. What do you guys think about XYZ? Hey, I read an interesting article about this. I was wondering if I could get you guys' opinions about this, blah, 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 right? Planting the seeds in their minds, it's a long-term process. You're going to let those seeds grow and flourish and eventually harvest in the form of the decision or the ultimate goal that you're trying to achieve, right? But this also, again, all these tactics take a lot of pressure off of yourself because you're not trying to sell your point or sell your opinion right away from the very beginning. It's a more gradual process. You're kind of introducing your ideas and then letting them germinate on over time, seeing who's interested, who's not, what's the reaction, what's the feedback, and so on. And then lastly, you want to match or complement the energy and the nonverbals, right? So match the style of the group. If the group is high energy, high volume, a lot of gregariousness, a lot of stuff going on, try to match that if at all possible. Now I include this concept of complementary energy because in certain situations, and you've touched on some of this, you don't want to be exactly like everyone else, especially if you're trying to establish yourself in a certain way or develop a certain kind of image or reputation for yourself. So sometimes it can be advantageous or strategic to actually go against the grain, where everyone else is really high energy and then you walk in and you're completely low energy, let's say. So like whispering if everybody else is shouting, or vice versa. If you can see from your observation, based on the dynamics and based on the aesthetics and what's going on, if you can see that this group is kind of low energy and they're kind of open to influence, they're looking for someone to kind of take the lead and to inject some energy, then you can be higher energy with a quiet group of people, right? So sometimes complementing them is the right way to go as opposed to matching.